I'm Dr. Dani. This week, I'm going to be talking to you about caffeine overdose, caffeine addiction, coffee and stress, and how to know if you're drinking too much coffee. So let me just start by telling you one of my secrets. I love great coffee, and I split my time between two amazing coffee cultures in the world, Vancouver, Canada, and Bali, Indonesia. So I'm constantly spoiled by awesome coffee. But here's the thing, I'm also pretty darn caffeine sensitive, so that means I have to drastically limit my coffee intake, especially in Bali where decaf is next to near impossible to find. Everyone actually has a slightly different caffeine threshold as to what they can consume without it sneakily sabotaging their sleep and their mood and leading to feeling anxious and irritable a lot of times without them knowing it. And these effects can really sneak up on you, and it's really easy to justify continuing to drink coffee because it's not super clear cut when it's affecting you in a negative way. Caffeine has actually been proven to decrease brain blood flow in normal people, even when they consumed about 2 cups of coffee worth of caffeine a day. Caffeine has also been proven now in multiple studies to increase state anxiety, which means feeling anxious in normal people who don't have any history of panic attacks or anxiety disorder. Another recent study I came across found that caffeine actually increased anxiety, depression, and hostility traits 1 hour after consuming a really small amount. Yikes. The good news is that if you overindulge in a few too many cups of coffee and you're just like, OMG, I just OD'd on coffee, what do I do? And you're feeling all anxious and jittery, there is another recent study showing that getting some cardio exercise, so going for a jog, can actually help bust and get out of those caffeine jitters in a snap. And I've actually used this trick myself once in a while. So if you're feeling jittery from too much caffeine, going for a run actually helps your brain and your body metabolize the caffeine quicker so you can feel calmer faster. When I work with my clients, most of who are busy professionals dealing with stress in their lives, I look for a few key markers to see if they should go on a 4-day caffeine holiday to just hit the reset button and start feeling calmer and happier. And actually by the end of the 4 weeks, they actually feel more productive, believe it or not, without caffeine. The other thing about getting rid of caffeine for 4 weeks is a lot of time people feel that they get more creative by the end because caffeine sometimes can inhibit creative states. I do this caffeine holiday thing at least twice a year for a month at a time, and I always feel amazing afterwards, and it really just helps me reset. So now I'm going to give you a checklist to see if you need to take a caffeine holiday for 4 weeks. Clue number 1 that you need a caffeine holiday is that you feel anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed more than once a week. Clue number 2 is that you have fragmented sleep, that is waking up in the middle of the night, or you have trouble falling asleep more than once a week. Clue number 3 that you need a caffeine holiday is that you're too tired to work out or do yoga or socialize after your workday if you don't have at least 1 cup of coffee in the daytime. The next clue that you need a caffeine holiday is that if you have a headache and you feel really brain foggy if you don't start your day with a cup of coffee. And the last clue is that you have a hard time concentrating and you feel like it's hard to sit at work and focus for more than 20 minutes on a single task. So if you said yes to any of those clues, then you may be ready for a caffeine-free month. If you drink lots of coffee or other sources of caffeine like soda or lots of tea, then you should gently and gradually decrease your coffee consumption by a bit each day over a few weeks to avoid the caffeine crashes so you can actually enjoy your caffeine holiday in peace. So as always, if you love this video, please share the love and share it using the links here and here. And if you want to know how to use mind, body, and medicine to deepen your yoga practice, beat stress, and live a happier life, click here to get my free course. Hi, I'm Dr. Dani, and this week I'm going to be talking about... What am I going to be talking about?